Good morning, St. Francis. It is Sunday, May the 23rd, 2021. It is Pentecost Sunday, the 50th and concluding day of the Easter season. Coming to you on location again. This time I am in New Jersey. I'll let you know that. At a family wedding that I had to do over the weekend. Family wedding on the weekend of Pentecost. Yeah, I guess that's what my family does. So anyway, today we conclude the Easter season, but we don't end the significance of Easter. We can't end the significance of Easter. We don't shelve it. We don't put it back on its shelf. We don't don't pretend it doesn't exist, for the rest of the year until we come around to Lent again. Easter is with us always. It is what makes us who and what we are as believers. And so today, there are two choices in the gospel. There's one from John 20 and one from John 22. The one from John 20 is the better one to use, not the one from John 22, because that harkens us back to Easter Sunday, on that evening of the first day of the week, where the apostles are huddled together, afraid and fearful that they too will suffer a similar fate than Jesus, not believing that he could ever rise from the dead, ever come back from the dead, that everything the women have said, is a lie, is just foolishness, is hysteria, is whatever. And Jesus appears in their midst, giving them the great wish of peace in their lives, in their hearts, but then also commissioning them, sending them forth with the mission of forgiveness. Now again, sins held bound, sins unbound, all that kind of stuff. Okay, secondary to the fact that the mission is forgiveness, and why the Spirit comes is to enable that mission to happen. It is not a mission that is just for the apostles. It was not just a mission for the saints. It is not just a mission for those who are holy, pious, devout, who have had fantastic experiences in their life of the Spirit. Because sometimes the Spirit can work when we least expect it. And sometimes the Spirit can work when we are not expecting it at all. Again, in these ways and shapes and forms, again, we ourselves as believers are meant to be energized, enlivened, made into dynamic presences in this world of a God who cares deeply about us, a God who cares about everything that happens to us, a God who wants what is best for us, a God who wants us to have life and have it to its fullest. The Easter season, these 50 days that we have passed through, are enabling us to remember that once again, to live that once again, to live that even more strongly than in years past, to live that even more strongly than we might ever think capable or possible, because the Spirit is with us. God says again and again, Christ says again and again, I do not leave you abandoned or orphaned. I do not forget about you. I do not leave you to your own defenses. I do not sit on a lofty throne and judge you left and right. That is not the God of Jesus of Nazareth. It is not the God of Jesus Christ. It is a God who is closer to us than we are to ourselves at times. A God who cares more deeply for ourselves than we care for ourselves at times. A God who wants to journey with us through the ups and downs, the hills and valleys of life, giving us a strength and confidence that not only can we endure what happens, we can persevere into what is remarkable and what is unthinkable, and into what we have not even bothered to try to comprehend or envision before. This is the God of resurrection. This is the God who changes the face of the earth. This is the God who sets us onto new courses of human history and human destiny with the resurrection of Jesus from the dead. Easter does not celebrate the end of remembering that. Easter opens us always to remembering that even more profoundly, even more wonderfully, even more gloriously in our lives. And this year, as we move from the Easter season into the ups and downs of ordinary time, may that allow us not to think of ordinary time ever as ordinary, but as a time in which the wonder and the glory of God can be revealed in more exciting and more profound and more wonderful ways than we could ever imagine. A blessed conclusion of the Easter season, St. Francis. May the Lord always continue to give you his peace.